Hey YouTube, this video is pretty quick. It's not a walkthrough on how I did the repair, but I'll show you the repair I did and explain really briefly what I did. So, but just to start off, we have an assembly instruction manual. For a 76, you get these on eBay. I highly recommend these books because they're right from the assembly line. I guess the guys on the assembly line had to use this to piece these things together, these cars. I mean, this tells you everything. How many screws go where to drill. I mean, the works. I highly recommend that book right there. In case you don't know, this paint right here, Paul 15, phenomenal paint. The welder I used, Lincoln Electric, nothing fancy, but it did the job. And did it well. That's my quarter scale modified that I'm going to be working on. It's going to have a Skellinger rear motor. Anyway, alright, it's my 76 Corvette, very good shape. As you can see, the floor pan on the passenger side was no rot whatsoever. The driver's side, however, is right here. This is what I cut out. This was pieced together by the original owner or whoever owned it before me. Terrible. Terrible job. But then again, you could see the rot right here. This is where the seatbelt went, right here. So just a brief stop or a sudden stop, this would have ripped right out. Not that it matters in a Corvette, they're not safe to begin with. This is the seat. This is where the seat bolted up to. Nothing there. All rot here. Very bad. Alright, so what I did was, on eBay, they sell this whole floor pan. It's a tub, actually. So you can see that where I cut out is what I just needed to cut out, the bad parts. Because if you wanted to replace this whole floor pan, you would either have to lift the body up, because along the runner board, right here, which I'll show you, this pan goes underneath the runner board, which is fiberglass. So right there you would have to remove that, and then do other, I think, unnecessary repairs. But if you want to be perfect, that's what you have to do. So what I did was I cut this out. Also want to show you the Paul 15 paint. What I did was I was very cautious about these bird cages, because this is my first Corvette, and I started reading about bird cages and how critical they are to the, if you want to repair these cars, that has to at least be very good shape. So what I did was I took the windshield out, I cleaned the frame, everything. As you can see, it's almost like brand new. There was no rot on the bird cage, so I'm happy about that. I had the body bushings done, 8 of them. 8 body bushings. They were done by Corvette Incorporated and Valley Stream. Excellent Corvette mechanics. Alright, so this is the repair. The welds are not great because I had to do it without a mask. I had no mask, so I had to keep closing my eyes and stitch this thing. So over here I did 5 rivets, not welded, 5 rivets. And this is a special silicone that dries like a rubber. I mean, once that's on, that enough will probably hold as a weld. But anyway, along here, see, just right there was a few little rust spots. So what I did was I cut it out from the transmission panel, and I welded that piece there. So this is a solid, very solid, the original, I guess, belly pan, which the floor pan is part of, but it was very solid. So what you see my finger pointing at, this would have been in the new belly pan. So imagine now, you would have to cut along here. So you would have to get under this piece and then cut along here. See? And then this is the fiberglass I was talking about, right here. This is part of the runner board, right here. And it goes way under here. So either you lift the body, if you want to be perfectionist, lift the body up and then cut along here and then weld the body panel here so you don't see all this mess. But anyway, this is a solid floor, very solid. Here I had to piece together as I needed. It's not a great job. It's going to be covered by carpet, but you know what? I'm going to have a seat belt. I'm going to have a place where my seat's going to sit, which this wasn't even existing. Here was rotted. This was rotting out. So basically, if I would have just hit, or an abrupt stop, let's say, this would have just ripped out the seat and everything. But that's the repair. Very solid, like I said, very solid. And that's it. Basically, now what I'm going to do is just get the POR 15 paint and sealer. And I'm going to seal all the joints where, I guess just to be safe. And paint this floorboard and then put all the soundproof material, sound dampener, whatever you want to call it, and then get underneath and hit it with the POR 15 paint. Car's in very good shape. I own the car now maybe 2.5, 3 years, and I love it. I love this car. I get a lot of thumbs up from kids, a lot of compliments from old timers. But as you can see, the repair, if you can get, my suggestion to you is, if the transmission tunnel is okay and it's okay here, I say just cut out your template what you need and weld it right in. The job is it's phenomenal. You'll be happy you did it. The other side, like I said, the passenger side, I don't know why there's no rot whatsoever, but this side got it bad. And that's it. That's it. I think I paid $225 for the panel, and that was shipped free. Next, I'm going to put in my 180 thermostat, high flow. It's a Robert Shaw, I guess you call it. You have to buy the gasket separately. Like I said, the POR 15 paint, I have some left over about a year ago. My advice to you is I have to cut this open because this thing is like, I'd even have to break the glass or cut this off to get the paint out. Because this shit is just, it's crazy. And that's about it. I got my set of tools here. You really just need a welder, a cutting wheel, about 16 hours of your time, because it took me about 2 days to cut that out and weld it and stuff. Like I said, I didn't have a mask. My mask is the glass is the battery glass part is gone, so I had no my face is all burnt like sunburn. I have this piece of shit, but I could hardly see through it, and then really you need 2 hands when you're MIG welding, and then the angles inside there are unbelievable. Very hard to get to, but that's why you see the welds are so, you know, shitty. But it's strong, trust me when I tell you. Probably not better than when it came from the factory, but it's strong. And that's it, guys. So if you could see the repair I did, and you know, use your imagination how I did it. It's very, not much to imagine. 16, maybe 16 hours of your days. Your welder. Get a mask, I highly recommend, because I got like 3rd-degree sunburn, it feels like. And that's it. All right, man. Talk to you later.